Teeth like this are usually only seen in top predators.
Hey, this is Chris, and in this video I'm going to reply to people's question on some of my videos. So let's jump into it. Check out Mike Fave and Jay Campbell. I think they mean Jay Feldman. I've done a reaction video to those since that comment. They will break it down for you. My sugars are better on this diet. Fruit in the morning, protein in the evening. All elite athletes like Novak, long distance runners, even gym bros need carbs. Someone replied BS. And then I reply with fruit in the morning, protein in the evening. Where's the essential fatty acids? Fats are essential. If you look at a faster study, actually, if anything, you get as good, if not better results doing a low carb diet than eating a lot of carbs. If you look into work at Tim Noakes. So in his book, A Law of Running, Tim Noakes said the more carbs, the better. But then he changed his approach and actually said, no, low carb is best for endurance athletes. He developed insulin resistance. So then he looked into, can it help with endurance athletes by following a low carb diet? Can they get as good results? And in the faster study in 2015, fat oxidation was actually over 2 times higher in the low carb group, and the muscle replenishment and the muscle glycogen, it wasn't broken. There was no significant difference in resting muscle glycogen on the low carb group. So exogenous carbohydrates can work as a tool, not a necessity. For example, Tim Noakes conducted a study showing that ingesting very small amounts of carbohydrates, around 5 to 10 grams, at the point of maximal exertion allowed subjects to push a little further. So even then it was only a small amount. So exogenous carbohydrates can help at the very edge of failure by restoring blood glucose temporarily. But in most cases, it's a sign you've already pushed your muscles enough, so you don't need to push them anymore. So adding extra fuel just to push out another rep may increase unnecessary damage in the long run. This video on gluconeogenesis, the cultivation of grains during the Neolithic revolution led to a massive and sustained population boom, ultimately allowing the human population to become roughly 1,000 times larger over thousands of years, while at specific tenfold all the anti-nutrients that you talked about are cooked out and have been debunked. I showed in another video, it's not actually all cooked out. If you cook it, okay, and you soak it well and you do a lot of stuff, you're going to get rid of a lot of the anti-nutrients, but there's still going to be anti-nutrients in it, like up to 87% in the study that I was showing, up to 87%. So you're not going to get out 100%. And there's no benefit to them anyway. So yes, anti-nutrients, you see, the anti-nutrients are a lot less than they used to be. Anti-nutrients are less because what they've done is they've detoxified them enough to make them safe enough to put in supermarkets, but that doesn't make it mean it's healthy. Then the other point that you're saying about like Neolithic, the cultivation of grains during and sustained population boom, right? So he's saying that the cultivation of grains did all this amazing stuff. Like what nutrition would you get in it? If you're thriving on that food, okay? If you're thriving on grains, what nutrition does grains have? And you might look at a nutritional value and say, oh, look, it's got this and this and this, but that's not bioavailable. You can't thrive on something that's not nutrient dense. I replied to that anyway. Yes, we fed more people, but they weren't healthier. Grains are devoid of nutrition and actually block certain nutrients if eaten along with meat. Like we talked about before about, for example, tortillas, even beans and all, they actually reduce the nutrition in oysters, for example. Creatine, the B12, the DHA has grown our brains. We can't get that on eating like grains or fruits or something. That hasn't got the nutrition to grow the brain. People are saying if that was true, we'd have teeth like carnivores. We are omnivores. Not all carnivores have sharp, pointy teeth. Some carnivores have no teeth, such as the blue whale. In fact, lions don't have sharp teeth to eat their meat. They have them because that's their weapon. They use their teeth to attack. Also, Australian Aborigines can throw spears long distances at prey that they intend to eat and intend to kill.
The most skilled hunters can hit an animal from a distance of more than 175 yards.
Certain animals don't have teeth at all that are carnivores. And then you even see monkeys that have sharp pointy teeth. They use it for different reasons. They use as intimidation their teeth.
Teeth like this are usually only seen in top predators. But these guys are mostly vegetarian.
So different animals use their teeth for different ways. Lions attack and dismantle their prey with their teeth. We use tools to opening the prey, because they're saying, oh, we can't eat bones of animals. We can't eat the bones of animals. We use tools. So we can eat bones technically because we use tools. That's why we can eat bone marrow. I've eaten it plenty of times, bone marrow. You can make bone broth and all. So we've found different ways to eat this meat. Again, we found different ways to cut open things using tools. So we don't have to use our teeth bite into bones. And with the marrow, very nutritious, like you get collagen and all, you get actual nutrition from it, because we're designed to eat these foods as well. It's high in B12, calcium, zinc, iron, collagen. And if you want to set up a free call with me, then DM me the word ready, READY, on Instagram at healthiernow.chris. So make sure to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll say so.